One day, Samir bought a small donkey. He took care of it by feeding it, bathing it, and cleaning its stable. He didn't let it do any work. Eventually, the donkey became bigger and fatter than the average donkey. Samir's wife said to him, Samir, I see you are really looking after your donkey.
You take care of its food and its cleanliness. You don't let it work in the field or transport or pull anything. And now it's become really big and fat, and we didn't get any benefit from it. Samir laughed and said, I've decided to sell this donkey.
And of course, his new owner will make him work very hard. And at that time, our donkey will remember the easy life he enjoyed with us, then he will run away and come back here. Samir took his donkey to the market to sell it.
While there, a man approached him. The man looked at Samir's donkey and asked, Samir, this donkey is bigger than a donkey and smaller than a horse. So what is it really? Samir smiled and said, This is Samir's donkey. And Samir's donkey is not like any other donkey. The man asked, How did you get this donkey, Samir? If you like it so much, why don't you buy it from me? Samir replied. The man said, I am sure that it's very expensive and I won't be able to afford it.
Samir realized that this man was not very smart, so he thought of a way to trick him. Samir said to him, There's a way for you to get the donkey like mine. I used to have two small donkeys. I took them to Bahlul, the carpenter, and I asked him to make one big donkey from them. He made this donkey for me for the price of 100 silver coins only.
The silly man believed what Samir said and thanked him. He hurried back home and took out two small donkeys. He went with them to Bahlul. Bahlul, please make one big donkey from these two small donkeys. I'll give you 100 silver coins if you do. The carpenter was surprised and asked, Who told you that I can do this? The man said, Samir did. I want you to make me a donkey just like this, his donkey.
I will pay you the price he paid you. Bahlul tried to persuade the man that he was not able to do any such thing. However, the man insisted, and Bahlul knew that the man would never relent. He also understood that Samir wanted to make fun of this silly man, so he decided to play along and said, Fine, you will get what you want. Give me 100 silver coins.
Here you go. When can I get my donkey? The man asked. You'll receive it after a week, if Allah wills. The man went back to his house happily. As for Bahlul, he sat down to think about his problem. He felt that he had put himself in a difficult situation. He went to Samir and said angrily, What have you done to me, Samir? Why did you involve me with this man? What will I say to him when he comes to me after a week and asks for his donkey? Samir laughed and said, This man couldn't buy my donkey for 100 silver coins. Bahlul said, That doesn't concern me. You got me into this situation and you have to get me out of it. Don't get upset at me, Bahlul, said Samir. The solution is easy.
I will give you my big donkey, and you give me the two small donkeys and 80 silver coins. You can keep 20 silver coins for yourself. Bahlul liked the idea and said, You're right, you've solved the problem for me. But you've really profited from this. Do you have another solution? Asked Samir. You've also earned 20 silver coins and you didn't even do anything. Samir took the two donkeys and the 80 silver coins and went back home. When his wife saw the two donkeys, she was amazed and said, What's this, Samir? You left home with one donkey and you came back with two? And on top of that, 80 silver coins, said Samir. So his wife cooked him a Senegalese poulet yassa dish as a celebration of their new fortune.
A week passed, and the man went to the carpenter to get his donkey. Bahlul gave him the donkey. The man was very happy and thanked Bahlul. Before leaving, the man stood for a moment and then said, Don't you have anything left over from the two donkeys so that we can make a baby donkey for my child? The carpenter laughed and said, Go away and praise and thank Allah for this. Your two small donkeys weren't enough to make this donkey. I had to make its tail on my own.
The end.